Hey friends, it's me, Christiana Gaudet, your Tarot Fairy Godmother. It's Thursday. That means it's time for the Tarot Topics Weekly Newsletter recap. Do you get the Tarot Topics Weekly Newsletter? If you did, you would know it comes into your inbox every Wednesday. We do a different topic each week. And then on Thursday, we come together, talk about it a little bit, and do some readings around the topic. So thank you all so much for being here. Special thanks to our members and moderators. And today, I want to talk about the newsletter. First of all, before we get started with the readings, the newsletter is Wants and Needs. And it came actually from a subscriber here who's a friend who gave me the topic. And the question was, if you have everything you need, why worry about what you desire? And so in thinking about that, when you talk about needs, you got to go to Maslow, right? And did you know, and I did not know this, that there are two versions of Maslow's hierarchy. The first and the second. He revised his hierarchy. So the first of Maslow's hierarchy, and we understand that it's a hierarchy of needs. So you go you have to have these needs met before you worry about these, before you worry about these. That's how it goes, right? So the first one, we have the physiological needs. Those are your basic needs, food and shelter. We can't deal with any other needs until those needs are met, right? Then our personal safety. That's do I have money coming in all the time? Can I depend on that? Is my person safe? Do I feel safe? Then we look at love and belonging. Then we get to esteem, respect, self-esteem, status, recognition, strength, and freedom. And finally, self-actualization, which is the desire to become the most that we can become, right? So that's the original Maslow's hierarchy. And that's really the hierarchy that I knew. But do you know he revised it later in his career? And so the first four are the same. The physiological, safety, belonging and love, esteem, but then cognitive. We have cognitive needs. We want to learn. We're curious. Right? So the need for schooling, the need to read, the need to ask questions, the need to read tarot, right? Those are your cognitive needs, and those are needs, not desires. And then aesthetic needs. The need to see beauty, the need to appreciate nature, the need to feel good about our own appearance. The need to have things of beauty in and around us. Then, again, self-actualization, but then transcendence, spiritual needs. So basically, to the original hierarchy, Maslow added three things: cognitive, aesthetic, and transcendent. And if you think about it, because the whole question here is when does need become greed? When are we just being greedy? And if we are looking to satisfy curiosity and to grow cognitively, if we are looking to increase the aesthetic value of our lives, if we're looking for spiritual experiences, that's not greed, that's need. Now, the problem comes in where there are schools of thought spiritually, prosperity gospel and the Christian religion, a lot of New Age stuff, and I'm a New Ager too, but a lot of New Age stuff where we feel like if God loves me, God will give me, Janis Joplin wanted a Mercedes-Benz, right? Whatever it is, give me a Lamborghini versus my Hyundai. My Hyundai takes me everywhere I need to go, but I want a Lamborghini. Is my self-esteem dependent on driving a status car? And if it is that need or greed, or is that my basic self-esteem has not been met, right? So making it be like, if God loves you, he'll give you a Lamborghini. Or if I have attracted the right energy, I'll be able to live in a huge mansion and have a yacht, versus my serviceable place to live and my ability to go to the beach or whatever. So that's where it all kind of gets jumbled in there, where yes, the law of attraction is a real thing. But if what we're trying to attract to ourselves is mansions and Lamborghinis, we have missed some other needs, right? I think that's at the end of the day is really what it comes down to. At that point is we've missed some other needs. And I feel like when we see that, when people are behaving in a greedy way, and you say, oh my gosh, am I being greedy? Or is someone else being greedy? If there is greed, it's because some of these needs aren't being met. And the need for our cognitive needs, our aesthetic needs, and our spiritual needs, and let's face it, those things do cost money and they take time. That's not greed. That is a real need. So how interesting is that? I just found that super, super interesting. Claire C., nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. I didn't know about the updated version either, right? Right? So cool. So there's your little lesson in Maslow. That was my lesson in Maslow when I went to research it. And I thought that was kind of fun. And in the newsletter, I actually suggested using the updated pyramid, as a tarot spread, turning it into a tarot spread to look at how all your different needs are being met or what you need to do to meet those needs. All right, so nice to see all of you. Let's get going with readings. I'll take these in the order in which I see them, starting with Nalini Kalu. Thanks so much for being a member. Oh, and do I have pictures to put up? I've got the baby's Halloween pictures. They're so cute. So I'll be putting those up soon. All right, I need to know how soon before I create the life that I really want. How long is it going to take for Nalini to create the life she really wants? And the answer is, I think a lot of your sense of love and like a lot of your sense of what you want does seem to have to do with, on one hand, what other people have told you should want. On another hand, having to do with love and relationship. And I mean, we all want that. That goes back to love and belonging, right? And that's part of the life that you really want. And I think that's been a hard thing. I think too, that for you, your creative needs really need to be met. Your financial needs need to be met. It's going to be a piece at a time. Much like Maslow's hierarchy, it's going to be a piece at a time. But you're beginning it already. And the thing is, you don't trust yourself. You need to trust yourself more. You need to trust yourself in your ability to do this. You need to recognize that I think when we look at this love and belonging thing, I think you've tied that into the physiological needs in some way, maybe, and the safety needs. And so you need to sort of manifest the physiological and the safety needs, not necessarily, now we're all blurry, sorry, camera. Not necessarily in the same, like it's not necessarily the same thing. Like you can manifest your physiological and your safety needs without, that love and belonging. And I think you need to, self-esteem. You need to work on your self-esteem as well. So, how long is it going to take? You've started it already. It's one step at a time. I think even within the next 8 months, you will find a lot, 8 to 9 months. And by the time 2 years have passed, I think you'll be where you want to be. But recognize too, again, that a lot of your needs are sort of tied up around self-esteem, what other people think, and relationship stuff. And I think that's where you need to pull some stuff apart. Does that make sense? Teresa C., thanks so much for being a member and thanks for being a moderator. Will everything be okay with all the upcoming landlord inspections and repairs? Stresses me out that the landlord wants to gain entry so often. Right, and so you need the repairs, but you also want your privacy, right? Will everything be okay? It's going to take a long time and it's not going to feel good. You do not like that invasion of your home. That does not feel good. But here's what I'm going to say to you. It makes you feel unsafe, but it really isn't messing with your safety. Just let it happen. Let it get done. You have got some maybe particular trauma responses around not feeling like you have autonomy in your space, and that really bothers you. But that is a reaction to past trauma, not to what's going on now, in my opinion. Let me know what you think. Mediha Ness, so nice to see you. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for being here. So you did the spread. You had very interesting cards that came up. You riffle shuffled, put the cards back after each question. Same cards come up for certain questions or same and reversed. And then it says, overall, it showed a need for balance for you. So your question for today is, how can I achieve balance? That totally makes sense. Totally makes sense. How can you achieve balance? By recognizing that very rarely will there be balance in a particular moment. In any moment, you're focused on one thing or another. The balance is over time. And historically, you were not raised to think you deserve balance or you need balance or you should have balance. So you are dealing with some ways in which you were raised that do not lend themselves to having balance. So those are two things to think about. All right. And Claire C., again, thanks so much for being here. Thanks for being a member. And thank you for your kind words about this week's newsletter. Okay, what can I do to fulfill my need for esteem, right? Right, that's a hard one. Let's see what we got. You know, I think there's something in your family history that made you feel bad about you. So I think we're recognizing that there's some generational history here that has made you have a hard time with your esteem. And then in the course of time, when you're dealing with relationships, work relationships, romantic relationships, the ones that didn't go well, that took away from your esteem as well, from your sense of esteem. And so there's a whole history here. And so how do you heal it? How do you correct that? I think you have to recognize just how much trauma is here. And you really have to do some work with the Nine of Pentacles. Could we all agree that, especially for a woman, the Nine of Pentacles is like the card of true esteem? I think you should do some work with this card specifically on that. And again, recognize that this is a healing. Yeah, Claire, ex-husband and family history. Yeah. And this is healing from all of that. And recognizing that there are, you know, even though cognitively you have done the healing, there's still some things that you haven't quite healed from. And oh, Teresa, nailed it. I had a homelessness scare with 2 kids a few years ago, and I still have trauma from that. Yep. Got it. Totally appreciate that. All right. So next up, Von Ray, thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. And thanks for using members-only emojis. What needs should I focus on? Let's take a look and see. I think it's the esteem part. I really do. I think you've got the same thing going on as Claire C., maybe for different reasons. But I think you have esteem issues. And so I think you need to work on self-esteem. Okay, Jennifer. What do my guides, angel master, ancestors want me to react when a secret about me is revealed regarding bullying and harassment? So, the needs you're looking on here, that's about safety, love and belonging, esteem. That's a lot of different needs that you worry about, not being fulfilled, or even worse, not being fulfilled, but being attacked. We can be attacked in our sense of needs as well. And, the best response is no response. The best response is to not let it get to you and to go on about your business, doing your thing. Carrie Dunnick, nice to see you. I bumped into an ex a few weeks ago, and it seems I still want him in my life. My goodness, what a revelation. What are his wants in regards to me and us? All right. Let's see. What are his wants in regards to me and us? I think he's nervous. He's nervous about what happened before. I think he is interested but cautious. So I think, it might be that you could have a conversation and see, but recognize he's going to approach this very cautiously. Soda Pop, thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. What should I be focusing on manifesting more in my life? I want to say having to do with relationships, whether that's love, friendship, community, but relationships that make you feel good, I think. So in the love and belonging portion of Maslow's needs. All right, Tiffany. Husband dealing with medical issues. So that's in the very first plank, the physiological. Many tests later, doctors still do not know what's going on. More procedures scheduled. Curious what the cards reveal on this. Outcome, everything okay? Right, so that's physiological safety, love and belonging. That's all the stuff, right, that you're dealing with right there. Okay. So let's see. First of all, do we think they'll figure out the answer? Man, there is something there and it is hidden. They will figure it out, and when they figure it out, there will be healing. It may not be perfect, but it'll be good enough. That's what I think. Got to keep looking, though. Keep looking, keep looking, keep looking. Don't give up. All right. Pamela Lath, so nice to see you. Thanks for being a member here. What needs should I focus on more in the upcoming months? I always seem to feel guilty about getting what I want. Well, that's an esteem need right there, where you don't believe that you are worthy of having your needs met. That's esteem. So obviously you need to work on that, right? Let's see what the cards say, though. I think there's also, there's a lot of hurt. There's healing a lot of hurt, which I think goes back to esteem. So I think we're working on holding yourself in esteem and recognizing that you are held in esteem by so many people. And if there are people who are not holding you in esteem, that's their problem, not yours. Seriously. Okay, PL Day, thanks so much for being a member here. What do I need to focus on to help create a more peaceful, content life, right? Which is, that's a reasonable need. Absolutely. Febborn, I'm glad you're here. You see what we're doing here. Did you see the newsletter? Did you see it? Okay, PL Day, once again, thanks for being a member. What needs do I need to focus on to help create a more peaceful, content life? Honestly, I feel like there's either a money need or a fear of money need. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know if there is enough money, but you still have worry about it, or if there's really not enough money. But I feel like those that's like sort of the physiological needs and the safety needs, to feel like you have enough money, to make sure you have enough money. And also there's an esteem need and a self-actualization need around feeling like what you're doing is meaningful. So meaningful activity and money. That's what we're really looking at here. And your attitude around finances. Oh, Nalini. Thank you for that. For the feedback. Wow, you're good. You spoke about a lot of things I've been struggling with, especially love and belonging. Thank you, because I was all over the map on that, so I wasn't sure if that made sense. So thank you. I'm so glad. Okay, good. Oh, Mediha Ness. Oh, thank you. That's so true. It even came up in the esteem part. Nine of Pentacles reversed. That's perfect. Oh my gosh. Okay, Febborn. Thanks so much for being here. What need do I need to focus on? Honestly, I think it's love and belonging. Feeling like you belong to a community, feeling like you have people around you that you love, having those needs met, I think is where your energy needs to be right now. That's what I think. Okay. Em, thanks for being here. What should I focus on and need to know about my work? And of course, work is, that's safety needs, that's esteem, that's self-actualization, that's physiological. Work comes in with a lot of our needs, right? There are opportunities. Okay, when we talk about work, there are opportunities, but your voice is not always heard. And so there are times you need to work to make your voice heard. There are other times you shouldn't even bother trying, but look for the opportunities there nonetheless. All right. Okay, Shinam, thank you so much for being here. Thanks for being a new subscriber. Does my boyfriend love me? And when will he marry me? Let's take a look. And obviously that's your love and belonging, and that could even be safety needs, physiological needs, all kinds of things. Are you sure this is the one? I think the two of you do have some nice connection, but I'm just not sure that this is where you want to go. You know, I would look at this. I would not jump to conclusions on this one. Soda Pop, thank you so much, and thanks for using a members only emoji. Jackie, so nice to see you, Jackie Masters. Thanks for being a member, and thanks for being here. Which of my needs are not being met, and how can I fix this? Great. Okay. So the fix, I did, needs and fix. The fix with the Eight of Pentacles, I'm going to esteem. I think it's the esteem thing. Respect, self-esteem, status, recognition, strength, freedom. You have some of them, you don't have all of them, and you have some of them and you don't know you have them. So that's what I would say. Claire, this would make a great subject for a new book. Indeed it would. Okay, and Aria Wilson. What do I need versus want right now? I think you need some real healing. And I think you need to focus on sort of the personal security needs, whether that's money, where you live, but also love and belonging, the people around you. I think there's closure that you need to some things from the past as well. Okay, Maria Barisi. Will my husband's family let us go in peace or keep trying to intrude? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Hey, moderators, can we get on an intrusion? We've had an intrusion. Do we have moderators here? Maybe I will just pop right in and report. Okay, and hide. Okay, got it. Okay, very good. All right, here we go. Maria, will my husband's family let us go in peace or keep trying to intrude? Man, your husband's family is ridiculous. Of course, they're going to keep trying to intrude, but you can still go in peace. They can't stop you. That's the thing. You just got to go and let them eat dust. You got to go. They're not going to want to let you go in peace, but it doesn't really matter, does it? We already know who they are. We already know how they are. So it's not up to them. It's not up to them to allow you to go. See what I'm saying? All right. Ali Mammon, nice to see you. Is what I need in line with what I want? Oh, Claire C., thank you so much. I'm grateful for your wise counsel. And Jackie, thank you. And thanks for using members-only emojis. Claire, you've been a member for 19 months. That's fabulous. Okay, back to you, Ali Mammon. So sorry. Is what I need in line with what I want to achieve for my work? I think it is. I think it is. I think you have to believe in yourself and believe in it. And then yes. And then yes. All right, my friends. From my perspective, I have come to the end of the questions. That means it's last call for readings, y'all. I want to thank you all so much. I want to remind you I am available for readings by phone, Skype, FaceTime, Messenger, Zoom, or in person in Palm City. And I want to say thank you so much to Claire for the super sticker. Really appreciate that. If you have not subscribed to the newsletter, please do so. The link to do that is right in the description. And I promise, tarot scopes are going up next. I promise. Justine under the wire. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member and a moderator. What do I need to feel whole today? Perfect. You need good boundaries and gratitude. Good boundaries and gratitude. Those two things will do it. Thank you so very much, everyone. I will look forward to seeing you soon. Take really good care. And thank you all so much. I appreciate you all. Be good.